Stunning start by Lewis Hamilton.
Magnussen has managed to get past him.
This is for the lead between teammates.
And it's points on debut.
5th place on his debut.
The Saudi Grand Prix is underway.
You're doing well, Holly, you're doing well.
Oliver Behrman into turn number 1, moving up and claiming his place in the points. The Haas is in the way, but only for the moment. That's the pass he's been looking for. And the man on debut in Formula 1 is up to 9th. It's Norris in 8th, Hamilton in 9th, and they are both going in chase of Oliver Behrman.
Behrman still hanging on to 7th place and only 3/10 to Norris on the last lap. If he keeps this consistency, he's actually just done his best lap of the race. He's only a 10.5 slower than Norris. Absolutely cracking drive this from Ollie Behrman.
He would have been dreaming of hanging on, of keeping behind him Lando Norris and 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. And it's points on debut for Oliver Behrman. Ferrari's youngest ever Formula 1 driver is a point scorer at the first attempt.
And P7, awesome job, mate.
Mega good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Not bad, I think. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun out there.
Remember the name? We're going to be hearing Oliver Behrman spoken time and time again.
How proud are you of your performance, what you've displayed, and how valuable is this, for your career going forward?
I think I put a good showing for myself, which is the main thing, right? It's difficult circumstances, not a lot of laps on track, but I think we maximised everything today.
It's lights out, and away we go. It's a really good start by Lewis Hamilton. It's a good start by Magnussen. It's gone across the Ferrari. How do they not touch? Kevin Magnussen all over Lewis Hamilton here, going into the next lap, and Magnussen has managed to get past him.
First rookie on debut to qualify that high up since Lewis Hamilton did it for the McLaren team here in 2007. And of course Hamilton went on to finish on the podium that day, and Magnussen in a position to stand on the podium himself. Dropping adjustments. With the engine slightly quieter this year, I just wonder if you can sense the cheers that he's getting. If you can maybe hear some of the roars from the grandstand as they get louder and louder as he comes past in 2nd place, lap by lap.
It's Kevin Magnussen, the first Danish driver to finish on a Formula 1 podium.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, really. It just seems so surreal.
Ken Tyrrell had finally attracted sponsorship for his cars, but it didn't agree with Michele Alboreto, who left the team to be replaced by French Formula 3000 driver Jean Alesi. Everyone got away cleanly off the grid, the two Marlboro McLaren Hondas leading the field. But watch out for the Leighton House March Judd of Mauricio Gugelmin in the middle of the pack. He locks up his brake, hits Boutsen, crashes down on Nigel Mansell's rear wing, and then slides off out of the picture upside down. Jean Alesi, the Tyrrell debutant, found himself in an amazing 2nd place, but hadn't stopped for tyres. However, he would do so soon after, and that's when Riccardo Patrese took over 2nd place from him. There were first-time World Championship scores for Alesi, Onyx with Johansson, and Olivier Grouillard.
Go! Nice start by both the McLarens. Look at Kubica attacking Hamilton. We've got yellow flags at the back. Hamilton's had some manners put on him by Kubica, but he comes round the outside. He's also got round Alonso. Stunning start by Lewis Hamilton. Here is Alonso. It looks like it'll be comfortable for Hamilton. It will. Alonso comes down the straight and into turn 1 goes Hamilton. He'll have to get his tyres up to temperature. Alonso might want to attack him in the next lap or so. This is his moment perhaps. And now there's real pressure on the shoulders of Lewis Hamilton from his teammate.
And these are the soft tyres going on for the final stint, but Lewis is in exactly the same position as Fernando Alonso. Alonso will be in about a lap's time, and he will put on the soft tyres as well.
There he goes, Alonso way well, surely he's going to come out in front of Lewis Hamilton, or is he? Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's only just coming into the pit straight. Alonso's done enough there. Just taking on that little bit of extra fuel mid-race has made all the difference. There's the experience and the wisdom of a double world champion and his crew, of course.
Hamilton has crossed the line, there he is. A wonderful podium for the new rising star of British motorsport.
I'm overwhelmed and ecstatic, and really to come across the line in third. It's a great start for me, great start for the team. We've got some good points in the bag, and I'm looking forward to the next race.
And it's lights out and away we go.
So we are currently P15. We have Vettel in front.
Yuki Tsunoda gaining on him somewhat. Tsunoda down in 13th place for AlphaTauri at the moment, but make that 12th as he uses DRS to his advantage and gets past Sebastian Vettel. Yuki Tsunoda, ladies and gentlemen, new to Formula One. And I think we might see a few more of those moves during the course of the season. Darting down the inside here goes the AlphaTauri on George Russell of Yuki Tsunoda.
Youngest driver on the track versus the oldest driver on the track.
And Yuki Tsunoda, having done a little bit of avoiding, thinks, right, I'm not going to run into the rear of you, and the only way to really solve that is to get past you. So he does that, and he's up into the points. It's got to be under a second as we start the final lap of this race, and it is by a few hundredths, just under a second.
Check the flag, Yuki. P9, you did a fantastic race. Fantastic race. We are going to have fun this year.
It was not easy weekend, but good Formula One debut, and I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you very much.
And Villeneuve in his first Formula One Grand Prix start takes the lead from Damon Hill, and Eddie Irvine passes Michael Schumacher and goes up into third position, and he's going through on the inside of Damon Hill, I do believe. As Villeneuve turns up towards his garage, goes Damon Hill to take the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. The seconds are ticking away. Now there's a problem, and that is a dreadful stop for Villeneuve. We can see Hill comes out of the pit lane, Villeneuve comes up, it's going to be very, very close into the first corner. And that Damon Hill takes the lead and stays ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. Well, you can't be much closer than that. And Villeneuve realises that now he's got to go for it, because Damon Hill's tyres are not as warm as Villeneuve's are. There's not a lot of difference in it, and Villeneuve fights and retakes the lead. Fantastic! Absolutely incredible! The gloves are off their teammates, and great mates, and off goes Villeneuve, and he gets on the course back in front of Hill, and he manages to block his teammate, because that was Damon's opportunity. He wasn't able to take it, but now Hill can push very hard indeed, and he's trying to take him on the outside. He nearly goes off on the inside of the corner. What a sensational scrap! And remember, this is for the lead between teammates. There is definitely smoke coming out of the back of Villeneuve's car. Oh, no, this is the crucial bit. No, he lets him through. Surely, yes. Jacques Villeneuve lets Damon Hill through. He concedes the lead. Bitter goal for Jacques Villeneuve, who was on a magnificent trip to win his first Grand Prix. Villeneuve finishes second in the Grand Prix that he might so well have won.
Well, for sure it's disappointing to lead most of the race and then having to slow down, but the whole race itself was fun. It was a great battle with Damon, and for sure today was a good demonstration of the Williams Rothmans Renault, and it's a very strong package.
Ayrton Senna once again started from pole position in this Brazilian Grand Prix.
Johnny Herbert was easily the best of the newcomers in 10th spot.
Watch the back of the grid and you see somebody with a green flag, and away they go. Now, Berger trying to come through, but Patrese is taking the lead. Is he? No, Senna's holding it, and Berger is trying to sprint through on the inside of the automatic gearbox Ferrari, and Patrese goes through. Berger spins and has lost part of the car. Senna is being passed. Senna is down to 4th, down to 5th, but Patrese leading.
Johnny Herbert into the pits, so that looks like routine tyre stop for Johnny Herbert. Good quick stop that too by the Benetton team. Now this is a serious challenge from Gugelmin now, attacking Johnny Herbert. Gugelmin is certainly applying the pressure, going alongside on the straight under the bridge, and he's just made it in time for the braking area. Something's broken on the car, maybe a drive shaft or something, because Patrese seems to have just stopped very suddenly.
But now it's Mansell, Prost, Gugelmin, Johnny Herbert in 4th position. There is Nigel Mansell, victory, and Herbert finishes in 4th position, just beaten by Maurizio Gugelmin, with Alain Prost in 2nd place.
The tension mounts at Albert Park. You know what's coming, don't you? Ready? You ready? Let's go! Fantastic start by one of the Benzels. Ralph Schumacher challenges Barrichello. Michael Schumacher's got a poor start, but Ralph is motoring into 2nd place, and he hits Rubens Barrichello. Huge accident! Oh my goodness! Mark Webber in 6th place for Australia. Thanked everybody in Australia who's ever helped him anywhere along his career to get him to this point. He's in Formula One now, and doesn't Australia know it? The whole place has been handed over to him. I mentioned before, plenty of t-shirts saying Advanced Mark Webber Fair and Waltzing Webber. They really have got behind him and his team principal Paul Stoddard, another Melbourne local this weekend. And Webber in 6th place, would you believe it? A dream debut for the young Australian. And Mark Webber has passed David Coulthard. Mark Webber up into 5th place. The 25-year-old Australian driver making his debut. And the crowd, as you can see, they're waving him on as he goes past the start-finish line. They're going to be waving and crossing everything for the next 33 laps. Will this car make it through to the finish? Has it been reliable enough in testing to make him dream, to make him believe it might just be possible to get points? Salo is right in his wheel tracks now.
I think it's game over. I think Salo will have the grunt. Webber goes defensive, and now he's really going to take some pain. And Mika is more experienced than to take a wild dive, but he needs to stay calm.
Well, it's very interesting, Martin, because I was listening to Salo doing his practice starts, and it didn't seem to me that the traction control... Salo spun it! Oh, Australia rejoice! I'm sorry, Mika Salo, I'm not against you, but Australia certainly is. He's thrown it away with 2 laps to go. And watch the grandstand. Webber punches the air. The grandstand stands. Yes, Advanced Australia Fair. You've done it, boy. Fair dinkum. Mark Webber finishes in 5th place. It's a dream for Australia, a dream for Mark Webber, and a dream for Paul Stoddard, the owner of Minardi. He may never have a better chance to score 2 points than that.
So it's ready, and in Australia, it is go, 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 and Schumacher leads. Brilliant start, hacking it up into 2nd position. Schumacher leading, Coulthard 2nd, Barrichello 3rd, Pettis 4th, Heidfeld 5th, Montoya now in the points, and Raikkonen is in 7th place. 21-year-old Kimi Raikkonen, the most astonishingly calm and mature man.
Kimi Raikkonen finishing his first Grand Prix in 6th.
It's lights out, and away we go. Hamilton gets away. Nasser makes a good start past Grosjean and Maldonado, and into the first corner we go with Lewis Hamilton leading from Nico Rosberg, from Felipe Massa. The Ferraris get close, and that's Kimi Raikkonen tapped from behind by the Toro Rosso and going off into the barrier already as the Lotus of Pastor Maldonado.
Safety car is indeed out.
Felipe Nasser might have been the man who was making contact. He's officially up to 6th place. There he goes. And the safety car's peeled in, and Lewis Hamilton really has got the jump on the rest of the field. Nico Rosberg is well ahead as well, but Felipe Massa might find himself under a little bit of pressure here because Sebastian Vettel is on his tail as they make their way down the straight. Behind them comes Carlos Sainz and Felipe Nasser, wheel to wheel. Nasser catches Sainz napping, and he picks up now another place and moves into 5th as they go into the 1st and 2nd turns. Well, Felipe Nasser, I thought, was an absolute star in qualifying yesterday, and he's done a very good job there. Here's Felipe Nasser on his debut in Formula One for a team that didn't score a point last season, taking 5th place and 10 points on his debut this year. What a change around in fortunes for that team this week.
No Sauber driver has ever finished so high on their debut. No Brazilian driver has ever finished so high on their debut. What does that mean to you?
Feels special.
I knew the opportunity was going to come those early races, and our car showed a good reliability, and this was able to put us in the points, but I was not expecting to finish P5 today, so everyone has to be pleased with it.